Hi everyone, today I'm taking a little break from the series on how Canadian government works to talk about an organization that's very near and very dear to my heart, and an organization that I am very proud to have served in the past, and that is the Anglican Diocese of Algoma. On May 11th, 2001, I was first elected to the Diocesan Executive Committee, and on this, the 9th anniversary of that, I wanted to make a video as partly a thank you note, partly a love song to this organization that has given so much to me and has asked so little in return. And I wanted to begin by simply some thank yous. First and foremost, I wanted to thank our bishops. Ron Ferris, who was the bishop at the time when I was on the executive committee, and until recently was a bishop, and who is one of the most caring and compassionate people I've ever seen in my life, and one of the most understanding people as well. I also wanted to thank our current bishop, Stephen Andrews, who has very much inspired me throughout my time, and who was provost at Thornhill College when I was there, and who was always there for an ear for whatever I needed, and I would like to thank both of them from the bottom of my heart. Next, I would like to thank my committee, and that would be the Youth Ministries Committee, and they are so many that I'm not going to mention names, but I've worked with some of the most capable and competent people I've ever worked with in my life during my time on that committee, and they are people who, quite frankly and quite honestly, are doing great things in the world, and many of whom have gone on to do things that I could never imagine doing, and who are very competent at anything that they do. We've had some very serious discussions around that table, and one thing that I've always picked up from that committee is that they knew two facts. That whatever they wanted to do and whatever they had to do with limited resources, but they must do it right. And that committee definitely does both. I also wanted to thank the members of the executive committee who I serve with, and the current members as well, for your very thoughtful and very lively discussions. Sometimes we didn't agree, but at the end of the day, we all had the same interest at heart. I wanted to thank my congregations, without whom I probably couldn't have done any of this, and who really got me all started on this. First and foremost, I wanted to thank my home congregation of Christ Church, Port City. We've been through an awful lot. And you know what? Somehow we know that the bright and sunny days are ahead for us, and for this lively congregation, the bright and sunny days are ahead. For my adoptive congregations, All Saints Huntsville, the Church of the Epiphany Sudbury, my adoptive home congregation Sudbury, St. Mark's Chapel, Thornhill University. For my quasi-adoptive churches in Sault Ste. Marie, for St. Luke's, where my heart will always be whenever I'm in the Sioux, and for Holy Trinity. I would say St. Matthew's. I don't really know them that well, but them too, they've always made me feel welcome. And I want to thank people around me who has always seen the best in me and inspired me in these places. I also wanted to make mention of the many who supported me, sometimes through very difficult times. I've made many very good friends through this, through Youth Synod, through Executive, through YMC, through General Synod, and friends who you'll probably listen to this right now. I just want to say I value very dearly, and you always will be very close to my heart. I also wanted to make some thoughts. First and foremost, my first and foremost thought is to our current leadership. I wanted to say, be yourself. Whether you're in leadership as a warden of a parish, as a clergy person, as an archdeacon, a regional dean, a bishop, a lay steward, no matter what, be yourself. God made you very special, and you know what? He loves you a lot, in the words of Bob the Tomato. And if you don't be yourself, then you're not really being honest to the church. And you have gifts, and use them, no matter what they are. I wanted to address my next thought to it's sort of this thought, and that is, throughout our history there has always been challenges. Don't run away from challenges. We have a spirit working in us that accepts challenges. George Thornlow, Frederick Farquhar, and Edward Sullivan, all first three bishops, all came to a small missionary diocese knowing that it was going to be a challenging time ahead for them. Thornlow told Bishop Kingston on his consecration, there will be doors that you will see that you will not be able to open. But don't try. Try. Try new things. Try different things. If something's not working, think outside the box. You've been doing it for over 100 years. Keep on doing it. I know you are. My final and possibly my most heartfelt words is to the people, to the youth of the diocese, to the members of YMC and to Youth Synod and Young Adult Conference, and no matter what it is, a challenge, and many committees, retreats that I've even forgotten about. That is, never stop believing in three things. First is God, because He is great and He does exist. Second, never stop believing that you can make a difference in the world. And never stop believing that those around you do not want to see you make a difference in the world. Most of my very good friends who I've met through IMC, through Youth Synod, are making a difference in the world. Whether it be teaching young kids, or through academics, or just simply by serving their community, serving Christ in their community. So never stop that. Last is never forget to have fun no matter what you do, because that's what it's all about. Have fun in serving Christ and serving the church. And if you do this, I am positive the Christ newness of life will, can, and must overflow in our hearts, homes, churches, and communities. Thank you.